कोई ऐसी बात है जो मुझसे आपसे उसका निदान कहना है
Dr. Prabhat is rejoining, please.
ये सब चीजें
Dr. Salen sir, can I start now? Dr. Salen sir? Dr. Salen sir?
Go forward. मैम आराम से डायरेक्ट करो मैं डायरेक्ट से करो तो भी करिएगा ठीक है मतलब मेरा है अच्छा मैं अपने आप को कोई प्लेन कर नहीं है प्लेन करना
तो सर होगी लाइव होगी
हाँ
सर मैं आपके मेरे के साथ फोन हो गया सर
Okay, now I start. First of all, good afternoon to all dignitaries, head of the departments, director, dear students. I'm very glad to say that. Can you meet all, please? Yes. The IMT, the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IMT College of Engineering, organizing an expert talk on impact of blockchain and Web 3.0 on industry. I'm very thankful to Dr. Sasank Sharoop sir. Basically, Dr. Sasank Sharoop sir is the resource person of this expert talk. So first of all, welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Sasank Sharoop sir. Please welcome our director, Professor Dr. S.S. Tyagi sir, IMT College of Engineering. Please welcome sir. Our head of the department, Dr. Prabhat Kumar Vishkarma sir. Please welcome and join this sir. Professor Rajesh Kumar sir. Please welcome of this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to all my faculty member of the Computer Science and Department, all the faculty entire of the IMT group of institutions, student IMT College of Engineering, particularly the Computer Science of Engineering Department. Welcome to all. Thank you so much to being and stay on this Zoom meeting for very important topic, that is impact of the blockchain and Web 3.0 on industry. First of all, introduction about the Sasank Sharoop sir. Before that, start of the pray to God with the Saraswati Bandana. Please stay on the line, please. Thank you. Thank you so much to stay on this moment.
Optional subject.
Praise to the God, to all my connected peoples. So, come to the point. The topic is impact on blockchain and Web 3.0 industry, which will be delivered by Dr. Sasank Sharoop sir, is online. Hi sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Sasank Sharoop sir is a BTech from UPTU, MTech from Netaji Subhas University of Technology, Delhi University, and almost completed the PhD from Amity University, Gurugram campus. He has published many more publications and journals, and currently is working as an assistant professor, SRM University, School of Computer Science of Engineering, Ghaziabad. So please welcome, sir. Dr. Prabhas, sir, today is a very important topic that is impact of blockchain. How you feel about this? Dr. Saroop is there and all the dignitaries are here. Can you focus, please?
Oh, thank you, Badal sir. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Hope I am audible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so first of all, I am very much thankful to Professor Sasank that he accepted our invitation for being the resource person for the very emerging topic, that is blockchain technologies and its emergence along with this Web 3.0 arena. So on that part, on behalf of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, a huge salutation to him. And I'll not be taking more time on this part. Only the thing is that let him provide the dais or mic so that he may start the session and he may tell us about the in-depth knowledge, the techniques which are working behind blockchain technologies. And we know that in blockchain technologies, various applications are there, like cryptocurrency is there, and that is working on the framework of this blockchain technologies. And we know slightly that it's a one-to-one or peer-to-peer kind of network, and in which it is very secure and no other person can go through it. So at a global level, it is functional properly, but at the national level, a lot of legality aspects and ethical aspects are there. So it has now been the challenge, and how we are going to beat up all these kind of aspects. For that purpose, we have Sasank ji with us, and I hope all these ideas, all these trends that is unexplored nowadays, that will be explored by Sasank ji. Now over to Sasank sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And good afternoon, everyone, and all of you. As Prabhat sir said, and Badal sir introduced myself. So do not take extra time. We will start this session. So today, as per this session, our topic is impact of blockchain and web on various applications related to web technology, that is the VV 3.0. First of all, according to this session, this is the roadmap of mine that I have discussed in that topic, which is related to what kind of blockchain technologies and what first of all, what is the blockchain and why it is being introduced? Why do we need a blockchain? What the blockchain basically works and what are the various, the important things that we have discussed and we have united here to discuss the in this session, that is the applications of various live applications related to blockchain and also the what are the security perspectives
Dr. Sasank,
related
sir,
to.
can I interrupt? Dr. Sasank, could you full screen, please? PPT.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So let's start. First is why the blockchain, why the blockchain technology is being introduced. So what are the various kinds of issues that is to be introduced related to various databases and from security perspectives and why the blockchain technology is being introduced. Basically, blockchain technology is being introduced to address several challenges and limitations in the traditional centralized system. In centralized system or various traditional centralized systems, both are different terms. Centralized system means only a single node that can take overall the charge to all the nodes that is to be introduced by the same data perspective. But traditional centralized node means it basically we introduce that how the data has to be created into the databases. However, many existing systems that is based on various transactions that are proceed through centralized entities and making them for a vulnerable, a single point of failure or the data breaches manipulations has to be introduced in before the blockchain is being introduced. So that is the main you can say that that is the main flow why the blockchain has to be introduced. It means the single point of failure, data breaches or manipulations or updated that are the vulnerabilities of various unsecure data that is to be created in various databases, that is to be information provided by the system. So that's why the blockchain is being introduced. One of the primary advantages that is primary advantages means that what are the main or why the blockchain is seriously is being introduced after the various vulnerabilities is to be created by the centralized traditional centralized system. The primary advantages is to ensure the we can say that to ensure the confidentiality, to ensure the trust between the two parties or do not breach the securities related to the two parties that the data has to be shared between the unsecured channels. Like if we talk about the live example, that is the banks and central authority, in which the bank and various central authorities play a main role to share the data on an unsecured channel, which anyone can uh, can provide the vulnerability. Oh, anyone means third party will provide the vulnerability to take the data in unsecure channel. These technologies also introduce the concept of smart contract. Smart contract means we can say it smart contract is a set of rules or set of rules and regulations, just same kind that is the protocol has to be provided in the networking. It means set of rules and regulations that is provided by the government to take the challenges and between to share the data from one node to another node. Smart contract automation and enforce the term of agreement. It means they reduce the needs of intermediates and minimize the dispute. Dispute means minimize dispute means it basically reduce the vulnerabilities in between the two nodes by the use of smart contract. We decide the beside the various previous technologies that is to be introduced. So before before the blockchain is to be introduced, the basic idea that blockchain is to be provided, that is the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Or we can say that blockchain idea or blockchain term is being introduced by the term that is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is basic. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency have basically, we can say that it emerged as a new technology innovations of finance and technology related systems. Bitcoin basically being introduced in 2009 by an individual or a group using the pseudonym that is the Satoshi and Nakamoto, which basically marked as the first decentralized and widely recognized the term that is the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin underline the blockchain tech or introduce the blockchain technology that ensures the accuracy and immutability of transaction from one node to another node through a consensus mechanism that is to be provided by the blockchain in between the two node or in two node that is to be work in between the network participation, or by adding some technologies or framework that is, we can say the framework that is this DLT, that is DLT means decentralized ledger technology. Ledger means it basically provides some structure of based data that is to be used to share the data in from one node to another. These processes basically eliminate the need of trust in third parties. It means that consensus mechanism that is to be provided by a smart contract, it basically eliminates the need for trust in third parties and reduce the risk of fraud and manipulation. It means it basically reduce the risk that is to be comes from or we can say that to ensure the data has to not the data to ensure that vulnerabilities has not breaches in between the two nodes, that is the data has to be provided in unsecure channel. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency. As again, cryptocurrency, we can say it is a digital currency that is designed as a medium to exchange the data in form of currency in the computer network. That is in which there is no central authority in between works to exchange the currency in between the two parties like bank or other central authorities. So besides the introduction of the blockchain related to the Bitcoin, so there is a difference in between the Bitcoin and the blockchain. Bitcoin is basically a digital currency that is to be demonstratively used by the technology technology, that is blockchain. It means that Bitcoin basically introduced the technology that is the blockchain. Blockchain, basically, we can say that uh, it discussed or it decided by the three important relative term, that is the distributed, secure, and log files. Another, there is a definition of the blockchain which comes related to the idea that is to be given by the Bitcoin. That is, the blockchain is blockchain is the way of to ensure to systematically record in that way that no unauthorized person cannot access the data without the consent of authorized person. Okay, so this definition relevance I will show you into the next slide. That's it. So the term, that is the blockchain technology. Blockchain is a transformative technology that has redefined how data is stored, secured, and shared in a decentralized and tamper-proof manner. It means blockchain is a transformative technology. Transformative technologies, it means that it basically create some transformative framework that is to be defined how, or we can say that is to be create how the data has to be stored, secure, or used without the tamper-proof manner, and it's shared in a decentralized manner. Decentralized manner means if more than one node is to be connected to the each one of the computer network, then all nodes will work on the same way that a single node will work. It basically does not deal with a centralized mode, that is share the data into the decentralized mode. Blockchain is a distributed digital ledger that record the transaction in a transparent, chronological, and immutable manner. It means it is a distributed digital ledger. Ledger means that is the structure which structure like the database that record the transaction of transparent, chronological, and immutable manner. Unlike the traditional centralized system. Traditional centralized system means that is the single node which basically handle all the node. Okay, but decentralized means all the node works as a single node, where in traditional centralized system, the data is being controlled by the single entity and the blockchain operate on the network, that is participation by each the copy of the ledger. The term blockchain reflects its structure, that is the transaction that are grouped into the blocks. It means that blockchain technology basically provides the data in the form of different blocks that are linked each other, and each block will tie up and coordinate to the previous block. That is, it maintains the fluidity of the data in the chronological form and forming a chain. Each block contains a set of transactions. It means that it creates some set of transactions, timestamps refer to the previous block that I have discussed, creating the streamline, which basically unalterable chain of information. It means the unalterable chain means not modify the data or fluidity of data that is to be introduced by your chain. Blockchain is a type of distributed ledger for maintaining a permanent tamper-proof record of the traditional data. It means it basically a distributed ledger for maintaining a permanent or record-proof data in the different blocks that are linked on each other, and each block are worked as in the mode or in the decentralized mode. A blockchain function as a decentralized database that is managed by the computer or P2P network. It means decentralized database means each database having their own entity that provides the sharing of data into the different node, that is the P2P network. Each computers in a distributed network maintain the copy of ledger to prevent the single node failure. It means that if one node into the computer has shared had done some transactions uh, like data or other kinds of things, then each copy of transaction or other kind of data is to be shared in all the node to prevent the single node becomes a failure. After uh, discuss what is the blockchain, so the term has introduced why do we need a blockchain? Why we uh, why do we need a blockchain in terms of various applications? In various defines the permanent data basis to store the information. Blockchain technology sought after for its availability to address the critical issue inherent in traditional centralized system, making essential innovations in a various domain. It means these technology basically address various critical issues in various domain to work in to, that is to create the issue in a traditional centralized system. But in conventional system, central authorities and intermediate mediate transaction making the process of sustainability in a single point of failure. It means if we talk about the conventional system, the central authority play a vital role in between the transaction of one node to another node. But from traditional centralized, creates some critical issues in between the central in between the two node that the central authority works. But on the other hand, blockchain basically we work as a decentralized manner that control for distributing each one of the transaction that is to be shown in single node and maintain the data of each and every node in the particular transaction. So to ensure that no single entity holds the excessive powers related to their data. Blockchain basically introduced the concept of smart contract as smart contract, that is basically we discuss it generally takes some rules related to the technology that provide the self agreement to predefined rules, which is to be discussed in related technologies to share the data into the some databases, or it creates some contract streamline processes and eliminate the need of intermediates, thereby to reducing the cost and potential risk. So next is how blockchain works. Here the diagram show how the blockchain will work. That first one is a single node, that is the transaction is being requested, and after the transaction is requested by the single node, then it will go to it the information that is to be converted into the different blocks that represent the transaction is to be created. And and third one is each and every block of these uh, of this system will be sent to each and every node. After that, The node will validate the transaction that the transaction is being perfectly done, and all the data that is related to the transaction will send to each and every node. So each and every node, because they provide the information that what type of transaction has to be done. And then again, after that, the new block is added into the existing block to create some new databases related to the information. And these will done in again and again to maintain the data into the various blocks. So besides the need of blockchain or idea of the blockchain, what are the various characteristics of blockchain? The main characteristic of blockchain, that is the decentralization. That is one of the important characteristics of blockchain. Decentralization means each and every node will work as a single entity that create the data related to the information. Means what type of information has to be created by during the transaction. Capacity means volume of data, or the storage, or we can say the storage of data, that how much data has to be stored to each and every block. Means various terms of data has to be stored in each and every block, because blockchain technology is introduced to create the number of blocks in a single mode, and each and every block will tie up in the form of chain. That is why it having a capacity to make these database in various blocks. Immutability, immutability and anonymity is one of the major characteristics which is to be used by the blockchain. But the main important characteristics of the blockchain, that is the security. After the decentralization, means what type of security has to be provided by the blockchain to ensure the authenticity, confidentiality and integrity of data, or to ensure the CIA triangle related to the blockchain. Types of blockchain. There are basically 4 types of blockchain, that is public blockchain, private blockchain, and consortium or federated blockchain. Public blockchain means basically a decentralized network that anyone can join in between the network, or we can say it is the open source, open network that are open. Why we called open? Because it is a public blockchain. If anyone can join the network or technology that is related to the blockchain, that offers the transparency and security related to the data. That the best example is that is the Bitcoin and Ethereum platform. Private blockchain means it's restricted and control the network, or restricted and control the participation of the network, that is related to the which type of participant had include into the net or introduce into the network, that it create some restrictions over there, or another thing is that provide the provide the accessibility of various nodes that are come in the form of public way into the private network. So that provide the accessibility in the private form. Consortium and predicted blockchain. Consortium predicted blockchain is basically provide the balancing between the private and public blockchain, whereas in this type it provide the scalability of various public blockchain and also control the access of various nodes to accept the data in the form of various blocks to maintain the degree of decentralization. Applications means one of the major things that is to be introduced into the blockchain, that is various applications. Means what type of applications is to be introduced into the blockchain. That is, first one is finance, second is supply chain management, third one is healthcare system, and fourth one is voting system. Finance means, as we can say, that it is the cryptocurrency like the Bitcoin, in which before introduce the cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin, some central authority part is to be introduced in between the two nodes, that is the sender and the receiver, or node 1 and node 2, to create the transaction in the unsecured channel. But by using a blockchain application, but blockchain technology related to that application, it becomes easier to create the virtual transaction or to introduce the virtual transaction in between the two nodes, so that the security will be maintained, or security will be maintained by using that kind of technology. Second one is supply chain management. Supply chain management is basically to track and trace the goods of every stage of production and the distribution. It means what type of productions has to be used to make the benefit of that technology. It will basically ensure the transparency, redemption fraud, and enhance the accountability by providing the immutable record of the transaction. Another and most important application that is to be used by using the blockchain technology, that is the healthcare. How the healthcare data has been secured by using the blockchain technology, or how the EHR means electronic healthcare record is being secured by using the blockchain technology. Because these healthcare systems basically provide the provide the various challenges related to that database aspects, but the basically idea, that is the security, how the security is to be maintained in the healthcare system. So that's why the blockchain is being introduced to maintain the security of healthcare data system. And last is voting system. Voting system means it provides the transparency and secure the data by using the blockchain. It means if we use the blockchain technology in the voting system, it provides more security and more transparency and ensure the confidentiality of electoral processes to maintain the data into the database system. So, what are the various security aspects related to the blockchain technology? Various security aspects means what type of security aspects is to be used into blockchain technology in various applications. And it means that blockchain technology offers several unique advantages, but also but also it introduced a new challenges. That is basically new challenges means it basically uh, deals with the decentralization mode to uh, to maintain the vulnerability of the system. That's why the security aspects has to be used into the blockchain. And what type of security aspects which will be used, that is by using the various algorithms and by using the CIA triangle to maintain, to ensure the data confidentiality, integrity, and availability and authenticity. Transactions are cryptographically linked and stored in the immutable ledger, means all the transactions that are stored in the block, it basically maintains in cryptographical manner. How it maintains the cryptographical manner? By using a hash function. It means each and every transaction in a security perspective change their message in the form of hash function and stored into the blocks, which is like in the immutable ledger, and which become very difficult to third party or any malicious actor to alter that message, because that message is a hash function which cannot be altered by the any malicious actor in the network. Blockchain consensus mechanisms such as proof of work, proof of stake ensure the transactions that are valid by the network participation before adding to the chain. It means that from consensus mechanism, if the blockchain technology, or we can say if from the consensus mechanism perspective related to the blockchain, proof of stake or proof of work, that basically we can say that the parameters of consensus mechanism, it basically provide or ensure the transactions that are valid by the network participation before we added into the chain. Means before the chain is to be created by different blocks, some insurance will be provided by each and every transaction, and each and every transaction will provide the insurance in the terms of proof of work or proof of stake into the network participation. Smart contract means smart contract is also a security concern which basically provide the some contract uh, smart contract based uh, smart contract based some breaches the rules or some breaches the protocol related to the blockchains by the attacker, which led to intent to the behavior of the party, or to create the vulnerabilities to create the vulnerabilities of in the block to achieve the data that is being transferred in the unsecure channel. Blockchain also faces security challenges related to the private key and user authentication. It means it having a main security challenges related to the private key and user authentication. Why it faces a security challenges related to the private key and user authentication? Because as we all know that or as we have as we have idea related to the blockchain, that blockchain basically makes the log of information in the form of small database, and the data that is to be changed by using a by using a cryptographical technique. It means the readable message is changed into the unreadable message by using a hash function. But if we do not use the hash function algorithm, if we use the private key or public key, private key and public key technique, so it is very difficult to any authentic user to access that blocks in the unsecure channel, because it is not it is not mandatory that each and every authentic block will be goes to the any related concerned person which is in the private or public key related to the secure channel. So that is why the user authentication play a major role for the security challenges. And last one is thank you. Hello.
Okay. Hello. May I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think time is over now, and you can unshare this PPT, please. Okay. So okay, Dr. Sasan sir, it is taken more time, if you wish.
Sir, actually, after 5 minutes, I have a lecture.
Okay, okay, no issue, no issue.
That is why there is a short time, and I present the short presentation.
Thank you so much, sir. You are being a part of IMT, and you are doing a well job, and very explanatory topics you have to opt. That is a blockchain on and wave is a very informative for the student as well as the all. Dr. Prabhat, could you focus, please?
Oh, wow, the session was quite nice, and the topic in a very short span of time, Shashankji has covered a lot, starting from the very basic and the uses of the blockchain technologies in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and the type of various kind of blockchains like public, private, and then federation blockchain technologies, and its security aspects like POW and POS. All these things Mr. Shashank has covered in a very short span of time. So Shashankji, once again, I am very much thankful that you accepted our invitation, and in a very short notice, you prepared such a nice topic. You prepared yourself on such a nice topic, and you delivered the lecture based on these blockchain technologies and its impact, how it is going to be even useful. Everything you have covered a lot. So once again, on behalf of Computer Science Engineering and subsequently from IMT College of Engineering, we are very much thankful, and we do believe the same kind of even connection in these regards in the coming future too, and we are very much hopeful that you will not be not accepting our such kind of invitations as and when needed from our side. Thank you very much, Badal sir. If you have to say something, you may just say and just
Yes.
wind up this
Yes.
session, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So, so this is a very nice session, and I wish to some giving the some appreciation. Could you provide the appreciation for front of you, sir, Dr. Prabhat sir, if you wish?
Yes, sure. You can show the appreciation letter to Shashankji, and later on the same will be officially communicated through my mail ID to him officially. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much. Just stay on. Stay. Yes, this is a kind of appreciation. It is a piece of paper. Okay, so this is certificate of appreciation, and this event is organize the Computer Science of Department, IMT College of Engineering, with the collaboration of the institution's Innovation Council, MOE's Innovation Cell, Government of India, Ministry of Education, and AIC, of course, AICT, and these are the collaborated with the IMT. So thank you to Dr. Sarup sir, so being a part of the IMT, and it is an appreciation letter will be sent to your destination. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Shashank sir.
Thank you so much, sir,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
for inviting me to present the introduction of the basic blockchain. But due to the short period of time,
Thank you. You may leave now. Thank you.
so
Okay.
हाँ, क्या हो गया? क्या कह रहे हो? किस चीज की एफआईआर दर्ज हो रही है? हाँ, तो तुम उन्हीं उन्हीं को बोलता ना, पूज्य भाई साहब को बोलना। हाँ, फिर क्या कह रहे हो?